Now you're recording. Signal red light.
This is a practice tune video for young Roddy McCorley. It's a traditional Irish tune. It's in the key of D. I'm playing it in the key of D, and it's in 4/4 time. I'm playing it all on the right side of the treble bridge. It mostly is played in this area from your D marker up to that B, one system below your C. We do need to come down to the A and B down here for a couple of notes, but most of it's in this area. So let me play it for you. It's not a particularly fast tune. It's more like a march. Roddy McCorley was an Irishman who was hung for being a rebel or a traitor to Ireland, but some people thought of him as a patriot. All right, here's how it sounds. Alright, we'll break it down. The first two notes are a pickup of eighth notes before the first full measure. You're starting on D and going up to F. So here we go. Okay, that's how it begins. So we're following that quarter note with two eighth notes, D and F, and then coming down to the A marker for another quarter note. And then we're doing that same eighth note run up to the F sharp again. Okay, let's do that. You hold that F sharp for 1.5 counts and then come back to the D. Let's add that on. Alright, we're almost done with the first phrase. Again, we're on the fourth count of the measure, and it's two eighth notes. The D, which is a marker, and the A, which is the bottom marker on your hammered dulcimer. So that would be D, A, and then up to the B, back to the D, B, E, B. Let's do that little phrase. Two eighth notes in the fourth count. B, 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 E, B. Alright, let's go back to the beginning and play that first phrase. Remember, it's two eighth notes leading up to the F sharp as a quarter note. Down to the A, back to the D, up to the F sharp, hold. And the last note is held for 3 counts before we have the next eighth note run for the second part of this tune. That starts on the F sharp and goes up to the A. So we are going to do F sharp, G, A, and we're going to hit the A 3 times, one for each count of the measure. Alright, let's do that again. Now the fourth count of this measure is again two eighth notes, the F sharp and the A that you just played with your right hammer. So just come down with your left hammer and then go up to the B. All right, let's see if we can do that far in the second phrase. Starting with your F sharp, and we're playing eighth notes up to the A. 3 times, 2, 3 eighth notes to the B. Okay, and you hold that A for 1.5 counts before we have the F sharp that leads us to the next measure. So it's going to, let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and to the B, back to the A, hold it, then F sharp, B. Okay, let's look at that. We finished this, and there's an F sharp, eighth note, and skip over the E to the D, skip over the C sharp to the B, and then the G, come down to the E, and hold it 3 counts. All right, let's try that whole phrase again. 1, 2, 3, eighth notes up to the B, to the A, hold it, then back to the G, come down to the E, and hold it for 3 counts. Okay. The third phrase is exactly the same as the one we just did. We're going to go back up from this F sharp up to the A, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and B, B, A, F, D, B, G, F sharp, E, 2, 3. All right, let's start at the beginning and add those 2 phrases. Right hammer. I will mention I'm trying to do this as a right-handed player, but I'm left-handed. So if it doesn't make sense to you, you are very welcome and free to change the hammering pattern to what you want it to be. You might want to play your A and B over on the bass bridge. That's perfectly acceptable. So anyway, this is just to get you to know the tune. All right, from the beginning, the pick up eighth notes into the first measure, starting on D. Eighth notes, D, D, E, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, skip B, B, A, F, D, B, G, F, E, 2, 3. Repeat that phrase. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Now we're on the last phrase of this tune, and it's exactly the same as the first phrase was. I'll take that back. There was a couple of differences in the eighth note patterns, but you can use it either way, I believe. All right, let's do the whole thing very slowly, and then we'll do it one more time just a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3. 1, to the B, 2, 3, 1, 3. All right, let's try it one more time, just a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3. One other thing you can do with this tune that isn't real hard is you can use some harmony when you're playing it. And the harmony I use is just playing the 3rd chord, which is you skip the system right next to the main tune note and play one under it. And you only need to do it, you know, at the beginning of the measure or when there's a chord change, if it's convenient to do that. Have fun with the tune, and until the next time.